Welcome to Sharing My Truth with Mel and Suzie, the uncensored version, where we bear it all.
We do.
And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Share My Truth Pod. You're here with Mel and Suzie. Thanks so much for tuning in with us today. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey, subscribe, like all our videos, watch them. And you can also go to Share My Truth Pod, all of our socials, where we do these little clippy clips. If you want to chat with us, get our newsletter, email us, voicemail us, actually, even. You can go to sharemytruth.com where you can chat with us, send a story. We'd love to hear from you, or opinion, or complaints. Bring it all. And you can also give this podcast a 5-star review if you'd like to. We'd love that. We'd really appreciate that wherever you're listening to it. We love ya. And don't forget to share with your friends. Hey, babes.
Hello, darling.
How are ya?
Fabulous.
Colorful. You're looking very 70s.
Am I? Well,
You're
I
like
was born in the
70s
70s.
hot mom right now. Like, you know, like that 70s show, like Kitty?
No.
Did you ever watch? Okay. I don't know how hot she was, but she was like, you know, the hot, like, oh no, there was another hot mom. Anyways, hot 70s mom. What's
hilarious?
What's the celebrity of like the 70s? Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, yeah.
Something that Farrah Fawcett would wear.
Oh, really hilarious.
100%.
I was a bit young. I was born in the 70s, Susie.
Yes, of course.
I was young.
I know, you are young
I was
right
a
now.
child. But a 70s, that's hilarious. But yeah, well, you know, my age, I don't really give a fuck. I like it, so I'm wearing it.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I have a little story for the pod. It's just a quickie. It's a quickie little story. It's a ship story. I went out this weekend.
You did.
And had a
Like
little
all
fun with my
weekends.
friends, like all weekends, hopefully. I went out with my friends, which was very nice and very fun. We were at this kind of like pub bar that we like to go to sometimes. And there's this cute little group of guys that were across from us. So we made friends,
Yeah,
as one does.
Well, why are you going out?
No, exactly. They looked a little younger than us. My friends were like in our 30s, young 30s. And they were like late 20s, mid 20s. Whatever. And there was this one guy who was very cute. They were all very cute. They all looked like they were like private school kids from California. Like that's what they were. Like, they're adorable.
Preppy looks,
yeah,
yeah.
adorable. And one of the guys we were like noticing, we're like, is he okay? Like he literally had a gash in his face and then like stitches in his neck. And we're like, did he, like, because he kind of looked like a surfer, like, skateboarder kind of guy.
He'd been eaten by a shark.
We were like, did you get eaten by a shark? Or, like, did you, like, fall off your skateboard kind of thing? Like, it was just like an interesting injury.
It looked fresh, is what you're saying.
It looked fresh. And so we made friends with these guys because they seemed nice. And they told us what happened. So they were at this bar where we frequent, too, just, like, on the main street in Toronto. And this girl that they were talking to at the bar, she asked them to save her seat. And this guy comes and he just like sits down and they're like, hey, this girl's sitting there or whatever. And the guy gets in a rage and decides to stab this nice surfer guy in the fucking neck with like a glass or like a pitcher or something.
Wow.
And thankfully one of the other guys who was there, it was like the same group, like his dad's a surgeon or something like that. So he like knew like to put like napkins and pressure on them. And then thankfully he's fine. He went to the hospital and thankfully also got the guy's in jail. Thank God. But this all happened. And he still came out the next day.
Yeah, I think that's talk about getting back on the horse.
I was like, holy shit. And we are all like in shock because we go to this bar, right? And we're like, this is insane that this happened to you. And obviously they're still kind of in shock too. But they're also just like,
whatever, let's get on
whatever,
with it.
let's go for a pint at the pub.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
Yeah.
But he was very cute, and obviously I ended up making out with him.
Obviously.
But another thing, this is just a side note. He kept on calling me mommy. And I was like, are you saying mammy, like M-A-M-I, or are you saying mommy? And he's like, well, which one do you like more? And I was like, neither. And I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking old when the 26-year-olds are calling me mommy. And I was like, I can't call you like that. Like now it's just so that kind of like ruined my fucking night. Anyways, he was very
Wow.
cute, and I was like, you know, you obviously are on some kind of painkillers because you're acting crazy. I'm not old enough to be your mother. Now sit down, young man. Sit down and behave, and give me those lips. But he was very cute, and if you're listening, I hope you're okay.
Mummy, that's very okay. Well,
That's another story. But
that's another
that's
pod.
another whole thing. But here's where we get into the topic for today.
Yes.
If he was a woman who had gotten stabbed at the club on the face, would you go out the next
No,
day?
I'd be in hiding.
Right.
For like 3 to 6 months.
Absolutely.
I mean, number one, you'd be traumatized. I mean, you have a gash on your face. It's like the worst, right? Like you have a
Yeah.
spot, it's the worst. I mean, imagine it's awful.
If I get a pimple, I don't want to go out.
No, me neither. No.
Right. So here's
No.
the thing, like, men, they don't do Botox, really.
Some do.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, most don't do Botox.
No.
Most don't do any skincare routine thing.
No.
Most use 3-in-1 shampoo, body wash, conditioner.
You talk about my husband.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. And all other men. Like, they do not have to do much or anything to get a woman's attention, especially if they're already, like, you know, let's say, like, conventionally attractive or, like, just, like, have a nice face or a nice personality. Have a haircut. Yeah, they gotta have a haircut. And maybe shave. Maybe just keep it trim. But, like, in the majority, like, you don't gotta do much, right?
No.
And the fact that women, and I'm not saying we have to, but it's just a crazy, like, comparison of, like, the amount of stuff women do to, like, get a man's attention, even though we probably don't even have to. But, like, we feel like we do.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we get the Botox, we get the injections, we get the laser, we get the waxing, we get the mascara, we get that. It's just, like, it's literally the nails. Like, it's ongoing. It doesn't stop, actually.
No, it doesn't. And it's funny because men often, there was a situation the other day, we're commenting about somebody, it wasn't my husband, it was somebody else, a friend of his. And it's like, oh, well, you know, she's very natural. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? She's had hundreds, thousands of dollars worth of work. It's like, oh, really? Yes.
Yeah.
You can't look like that.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is always amazing to me. But no, they don't. And the thing is, we find it kind of off-putting as women. Like there's a line for men, isn't there?
Yes.
Like if you do a little, like you've talked about this in other episodes where you're like, you know, could you just at least wash your face and put some moisturizer on and have a haircut?
The bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Like there's a line, but if you kind of slightly even itty-bitty cross the line, then you're weird.
Well, I don't want a man who has had Botox and lip injections. Like,
and who's
I don't want that.
Well, no, because it says you're as a man, not as a woman. And this is a hypocrisy. But, you know, we have the hypocrisy the other way too, is it's sort of, you're a bit of a narcissist, aren't you? And it's a bit weird.
It's also just like you don't look manly anymore. You look like you care
You look weird.
Yeah.
You look weird.
Yeah.
I mean, my husband has not had Botox. None of his friends. Some of them have dyed their hair. And that is also...
Okay, but here's the thing. On the subject of hair, my friend actually brought this up.
Okay.
And this is why we're doing this episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, baby.
Yeah.
Is men, should they, if they are balding and they have the means, should they go get a hair transplant?
Would you like me to answer?
Of course.
So I think it's individual. So I don't personally have never got the ick by balding because you do get the ick by sort of excessive comb over things.
Oh.
So if you are balding, just own it.
Yeah.
You know,
yes,
either shave it or whatever. Just own it. Or go to a good hairdresser who can do things. But own it. But I think it's individual. If it makes you as a man feel really, really self-conscious, a bit like women and their boobs or whatever. If it makes you feel really self-conscious and you're sort of slightly traumatized by it, then yeah, I think you should just do whatever you want to do. I don't think you should necessarily do it because you think, oh, women need that. No. But I mean, does it make a difference? Yeah, for sure.
But
It does make a
don't
difference.
women do so much shit? Can't they just do this one thing for us? Because most women, like, let's be honest, like a good head of hair on a man.
They do. Yeah.
So why don't they just do the one thing that makes them like younger, more attractive?
But I just think I know it's a double standard, but I think that men and women, it's different for men and women. And it just is. It's double standard because beauty is, women are about beauty, not men, right? And so women enhance that beauty by various things, and to a degree with society, men expect women to enhance their beauty as much as they can, and then according to our comments then complain about it, but that's another thing. But I think it's really individual. I think it really is up to the man. You know, I'm not dating, so I can't make this comment, and I don't have a thing about hair. I just think it's individual. If it makes you feel insecure and you want to do it, like I know a bunch of, you know, men that I know who have had a transplant and they can be really, really good these days. You can't tell. Or they
go to Turkey and get it done and you're good in 2 weeks.
Jesus, yeah, no, please don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
That's the top capital of doing it.
I know it is, and it is, especially from the UK. And there are so many horror stories. Like,
oh, really?
Whatever and all sorts of plastic surgery. Just if you are going to do this, do the research. Really think about this. Don't do anything rash. Make sure you know what you're doing, and don't try and save money. It's not the thing to save your money on, I'm afraid. But I just think it's individual for a man. I mean, if a man has confidence and, you know, it doesn't necessarily matter. But the thing about balding is I think it's more if you start balding when you're really young. Like if you're in your 40s, your 50s, who cares?
Right.
30s, late 30s. But if you're sort of starting in your 20s, I can imagine that is very hard because it does make you look older. And it's the same, you know, actually I know two friends, or not sort of very close friends, who've got alopecia, you know, when you lose your hair.
Really? Like
women.
alopecia? Oh my
and
gosh.
lost all their hair, and it's so traumatizing.
Awful.
And I think that it's probably very difficult if you're a man in your 20s and you're very wound up about it, and you've lost your hair, and let's say your friends all have hair and that kind of thing. But I think it's individual. If you want to do it, if it's going to make you feel better as a man, and it's going to make you feel that you can approach women, then do it. But I don't think you should feel you have to do it. But I think the same with women. If you don't want to do Botox or whatever the hell it is, hair lights, do your boobs, whatever it is, I think you should do what you want to do.
Right.
But I caveat this, is you will have to accept that by not doing it, there will be women who will not be attracted to you.
I was just gonna say that.
So if you're more interested in kind of being you, it's a bit like women nowadays. There's this trend of women having grey hair that I take great. I will be in my coffin and my hair will be highlighted.
Right.
I will never have grey hair.
Right.
It's just my thing. It's my shtick. I think it's very aging. I think personally, I don't like it. But if you want to have grey hair and you like it and you don't like going to the hairdresser, you do you. However, there are consequences. You look older. Even if your face is amazing, grey hair makes you look old. And there's a consequence in the job, in your job, because people, you know, judge you for that, and there will be consequences in personal
and dating,
intimate
and
relationships.
everything.
Yeah. So if you're happy with it and you don't give a shit about the consequences, totally fine. But I think if you are a young man or a youngish man, let's say you're in your 30s, early 40s, and you're dating, and you know you're out there on the scene, then accept, if you don't do it, that there will be a lot of women, unless quite frankly, because somebody is going to say this in the comments, you're a billionaire, in which case it doesn't matter. Look at Jeff Bezos.
Well, exactly, and he doesn't give a shit.
No.
So I'm dating this guy who has a hair transplant.
Yes.
And he got it done in Turkey.
Oh, we did.
He
okay,
did.
Good. I'm glad
I'm assuming it went I didn't know him before he got it done.
So have you seen it before and after?
I haven't really seen it before and after.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know him at that time. And he didn't show, and I didn't ask.
Yeah.
But
that would be weird, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not yet. But so he went to Turkey. He got it done. This was like 6 months ago or something like that. And I remember when I first met him, because he would always wear a hat. And so when we like first like hooked up or whatever, he like took his hat off, and I like noticed that he was like, it looked like he was balding almost, and but he kept hair, and I was like, I was just thinking to myself, I was like, maybe like I was like, why doesn't he just shave his head to be bald? Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, cut it, you know, cut your losses. And then he said, like, he was like reading my mind or something. He like said, oh, like if you notice my hair, like I actually just got a hair transplant. It's like growing in. And I was like, oh, interesting. Because you can see it does obviously look a certain way, aka not great, for the first like let's say 4 or 5 months after you get it done, and you have to take care of it. You have to take something like finasteride or whatever it's called. Like you have to do things to take care of yourself with it, and you have to, you know, just take care of it because you just got a procedure done. But now 6 months or something later,
You can't tell.
well, it looks good, but it takes like a full year for like everything's supposed to come in.
Is it uncomfortable? Did he say the procedure? I don't know. Really know
Oh
much
yeah,
about
well, it's
it.
like 12 hours. You're sitting there awake.
Oh my god!
And
what are they doing? What do they do?
I think it's like
I don't even
it's
know.
numb or something, but you can still feel it. But it's like they take the hairs from the back of the head because those are the ones that'll stay and that'll keep regrowing.
Do you like my cringy look?
Yeah, I do. And then they put them in the front of the head, and they also take some beard hairs, which are the ones that really hurt. He said.
Right.
And
what do they do? So
and then they like somehow like put the follicles back in. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but yeah. I'm like,
you're not.
Did you know I was a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor in Turkey, and I don't do this every day. But yeah, so
it can't be comfortable,
gentlemen. It's a very common procedure. Men do it every fucking day. Lots and lots of men. If you cannot afford the local spot in wherever you are, and you do your research, and you go to Turkey. Because apparently it's like luxurious.
Oh yeah, it's a
But
big
just
thing.
do your research into like, don't get the cheapest one, obviously. But like, if it's, I'm just saying, like, if it's something that is self-conscious to you, and you want to do it, and you want to do it because you want women to look at you in a certain way, because we do like hair more. Like, what are we gonna say about
There's
that?
no doubt about that.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, you're gonna look at a woman with, you know, long legs and big boobs versus, I mean, there's only so much you can do about legs, but actually you can get this procedure to get taller, but anyway, that's the whole
it's like breaks your knees or something like that.
It's horrible.
It's horrifying.
But yeah, it is a double standard.
Yeah.
That, and I think the thing about men, because that's what we're talking about, is this line of what is too much,
right?
Like self-care, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think there is too much, because I think particularly for men, because that hasn't changed, and that is very old-fashioned, is that men are supposed to be kind of secure and not be narcissistic about their appearance and all this kind of stuff. And they're not supposed to have 50,000 potions and all this. That's the woman's domain. And that is very old-fashioned. And so it is crazy, modern women having that view of men when you're like, oh, I thought we were meant to be equal and all this sort of stuff, right? But it's kind of not really, is it?
Yeah. I do like when a man takes care of his skin. And not in like an insane way of just like having a million things like I have a million things, but like understanding that he should wash his face, not with 3-in-1 shampoo, but like wash his face with face wash and moisturize it with face moisturizer, and even using like a vitamin C, like wanting to look his best.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that much more than I would if he was like, I don't want to fucking do that because it's girly. Like, shut the fuck up and wash your face.
Yeah. Okay. So where are we going to? I think I know you have dated some 50-year-old men, but generally 50-year-old men do not do these things.
Right.
And they don't. And there are the ones who are lucky.
What do you mean don't do these things? They don't wash their face?
Well, look, like my husband's view is he does have a face wash, which, to be honest, it probably took me a very long time. I remember when I first met him, he used this shampoo and I'm like, I could clean the bath with
like
this.
We're not doing that anymore.
No. Oh, I've given up. Like, he has his shampoo and his hair's fine, and he has face wash, but face wash. But it's not face wash I would buy. Like, it's not like fancy. The only thing
it's interesting he doesn't use your products.
No,
because I would just let my man use my products.
No, well,
I just be like, here you go. This is what you're using, and I promise you, it's gonna fucking fix whatever's happening here.
Doesn't touch my products.
That's so funny. He's not even interested. I mean, like,
Not at all. Not
Really?
not even the
Interesting.
only thing he does like is, and I'm a very nice wife, is hand like I
Yeah,
I
you've told me
massage his
that.
hands every night.
That's
very
so
nice.
fucking cute.
I massage his hands with hand cream. But even then, I used to use Claren's hand cream. I can't speak, which is quite nice. And he's like, I don't need that Jesus Christ. I don't need that expensive shit on me.
Right.
So I have the expensive shit I used to. But that's what his thing, he just not in. He's very lucky.
Yeah.
Genetically, he has this very good skin. Like he's got this very olive, like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got great skin.
But he has no wrinkles.
Most men have great skin.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but yes, they do.
Like they don't do anything with it.
It's annoying.
It's so annoying. They don't do anything with it, and maybe that's because they have great skin. Like, you know,
it could be it's virgin.
It's a whole
skin.
fucked up thing. Like they never washed it. They don't put moisturizer on it.
I do get on his case about. I do do facials.
When you see, look, gentlemen, if you're not looking in the mirror closely,
blackheads do
women.
Something.
Because we know to look for these things for ourselves, women see blackheads and you'll see them in your nose and they're really easy to get rid of if you just wash and scrub your face.
Well, yeah, but there's a level like
don't do it too much.
When I first met my husband, I got to that comfort point and I was like, okay, I got to do something about your nose. And I gave him a whole like facial and blackhead removal and masks and stuff, which I do periodically. I still do it because when it really annoys me. Yeah, but it's. Yeah, he doesn't have enough of it. And he's like somebody like he has why are we talking about his face? But he has quite a lot of oil in his face.
Right.
Which means he has literally no wrinkles. It's really fucking annoying. He has a few lines but really no wrinkles.
Right.
Because he has oily skin. But the oily skin does mean you get more blackheads, right?
Yeah, you have to just because women know about these things, we want to just see that you are washing your face and taking care of yourself. You don't have to have a whole 5,700 products that you're using. It's just like literally face wash that you can get at Shoppers or any kind of drug mart that you're using.
Face wash, but it's not it's not
Does he use moisturizer?
No.
Why?
Because I've tried and he's not interested. He does. He's a little bit better with his hair.
If a man has dry skin, it really fucking bothers me.
He's never had dry skin in his life.
Right.
So he's fine. Even sunscreen, I've had to battle through the years.
Right.
Like, this is why
you need to use sunscreen.
You're red.
Yes.
Put the sunscreen. But I have like a child. I have to like...
You have to put it on for him.
You know,
yeah, I think that's most
slather him up.
But I think... I don't even think it's the problem that men... That men, they don't have the knowledge. I don't think they're supposed to have the knowledge of it. I think it's just like when they come into a relationship or they're looking to date younger women, or not younger, but like, you know, women who are very nice to their own skin and stuff like that, then you have to kind of just take note of being like, oh, maybe I should start doing this. Or like asking your nice female friends questions about things and like, you know, it's not a weird thing anymore for a man to take care of his skin or his face or his hair. It's actually super sexy and women notice it and it like looks, you're glowing.
Yeah,
you glow.
Yeah, and the other thing though for men, and even as they age, they need to do very, very little.
Yes.
They just literally do need a face wash, maybe some kind of moisture, but at least please use some sunscreen.
But this is what we're actually talking about. It's the fact that
some hair products, a little bit, like not even
that much.
I probably have 100 products. He needs 4 bottles.
We have 5,000 products that we fucking need to use.
Yeah.
You know, the men don't even want to do the bare minimum for us. And younger women, and maybe you are way more understanding to this male, I don't give a shit about my routine, hygiene, even though you're very hygienic. So this is why this is weird to me.
No, well, that's the thing. He's always hygienic. No,
hygienic in London terms.
That's not the issue. It's like the primping. He's not so like into the primping.
Yeah,
the moisturizer. But I've tried over the years, and to be honest, where we are today is
a big
30 years in. So I've got to a point. The thing about I think if you're with somebody, like in my case, like my husband wouldn't give a shit what he was wearing. He doesn't give a shit. He's not interested in material stuff. He just is not interested. Yeah. But I like it when we're going out for dinner on Sunday. It's our wedding anniversary on Monday.
Oh,
and
how many years?
Well, married, not together, is 24.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
And together.
We'll be 30 next year. Yeah,
Man
I
in
know.
94.
Six. Anyway, it's whatever. 2026 will be 30 years because we met in 1996, and that's next year.
That's so sweet.
Right?
Mhm.
Anyway, in those number ranges, let's not get too
Adorable.
specific. What the fuck was I talking about?
So yeah, you've had
Okay.
he is
No, what he wears. So when he goes to, he knows I like him to wear a shirt. He buys his shirts.
Shirt is
No, but I mean nice shirts. He gets his shirts from specific stores. I like him to wear certain shirt and a nice pair of like pants and like he looks really nice. It looks very different. And but he's doing that for me. He's not really interested that much. I mean, he'd probably walk around in a t-shirt that was advertising Heineken or something, or like he just wouldn't care. When I first met him, it was like, oh dear God, we're gonna have to do something here. So we started with the basics, see. But on the other hand, he, to sing his praises, he isn't materialistic. He wants me to have the things.
That's nice.
He's like, I don't need the things. I'm not really interested. I want you to have the standing joke in our house is he has 2 daughters, he has me, but he's like, I've never met anyone with so many creams.
Yeah, you
in
like
all
your
my life.
creams.
I have them
You're a creamy girl.
for every inch of my body.
Yeah.
Like there was a
Is
token.
it belly button cream?
That's something I have.
You know what? Maybe we'll get that. We'll get that for you.
It's not a problem area yet.
Oh, no.
Yet.
Got a little dry belly button.
But, it could be. Yeah. But, yeah, I do think there is a kind of
it's
millennial
hypocrisy, darling.
Gen Z thing about it because of like the rise of Sephora and
Yes.
social media that people are also uber obsessed with skincare. Like
Too obsessed.
I've always loved skincare. I've lived many, many years in France, and France is like amazing for skincare. But I have lots of my friends who are not interested in skincare, would never do Botox or any kind of treatments, are not particularly interested in makeup. So it isn't like not everybody.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's
not all
not
women
just
are into them.
skincare. It's the fact that like I go and spend thousands of dollars getting
you do.
lasered.
Yes. Well, I've had that too.
Well, yes.
But lots of women wouldn't.
Okay, but can I tell you
Yeah,
something
lots
which
of
you're
women
gonna
wouldn't.
hate?
Go on then.
So
Why am I gonna hate it?
no, because I've spoken to 2 men, and when I tell them I've gotten lasered, they're like, "Why would you do that? Like, what if you want a bush back?" Because they like a little bit of bush.
Yes, I know, but
The bush is coming back.
I know, but I don't care.
No, I don't care either.
Once
I would way rather be bare.
When you've gone without the bush,
It's incredible.
There's no going back.
Why do I want the bush back?
There's no going back. It's horrible.
Men, why do we like that? Like, just you know what? I get it. It's like very maybe like prepubescent or something like that.
Yeah, but it's clean.
It's just nice and it's smooth and it's easy to deal with and it's sexy.
I mean,
I just don't want to have to deal with it. And then you may have a bad bush day or something.
What the fuck is a bad bush
the
day?
hair's going up and the hair's going down and it's looking a little weird and maybe the landing strip isn't landing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But should men have like back lasers?
Yeah, why not?
Right. So like, but should we expect? I think this is the difference. This is my question, my darling.
Okay, I know where you're going with this. I can answer all of this.
Should women expect now the lasers that men should, the hair transplants, the lasering of men hair, and other like moisturize? Like, I think we should. I think we should be expecting these things, just like men expect us to do all this shit.
Okay, well, this is where we disagree.
Laser.
Yeah, I don't.
Hair.
No, no, I don't agree at all. So
You
we're gonna
don't
have
think-
a fight.
You don't think we should expect him?
I think that so one thing I didn't add to get like one thing I can't stand is back hair.
Right.
Cannot stand it.
Right.
And so as soon as you're in a relationship, like you can kind of manage the things that you don't like. And so that has been dealt with with my husband, and he'll be fine to talk about that. And there are certain things I've said, no, you need to go. And I just, no, go and do this, And obviously he would never do it if I didn't ask him, because he wouldn't even know what to do or where to go. But, But no, I don't think you can expect that. I mean, God, no. I mean, you're going to fucking narrow the field, Susie.
God, no. I feel like they are the ones who expect us to do literally everything to us.
know,
And
but-
they'll be like, ew, she doesn't get her pedicure. Ew, she doesn't get her nails done. I cannot believe she, has grays in her hair. And it's like, okay, that's fine. I get that for sure, because I'm a woman who wants to take care of myself in the most tip-top shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But most men expect most women to do all of that.
It's a double standard.
It's a huge double standard. I
double
think we
standard.
should be putting a little bit more pressure on men to make themselves more appealing to us. Get it, girl?
Yeah, I don't really agree. I think it's on an individual level, and you're going to go for a certain kind of man anyway. As a woman, as a man is going to go for a certain kind of woman. Like, I don't like men who complain that women have hair extensions, which neither of us have, and have fake nails and all this kind of stuff. I'm sorry, but you should know what that is. I mean, that kills me. Like, men who complain about it. I'm like, we could actually give you a tutorial on how that looks, because if you don't look at a woman and know that that's a hair extension, those nails are not grown naturally from her body with like things stuck to them.
Women don't just have naturally shiny eyelids.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, exactly. They don't have eyelashes from here to here. That is not natural.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. Then I'm sorry. If you're going because you like that look, you cannot then complain that's fake, because it is fucking fake.
Yeah, and women put a lot of money. They put a lot of effort and work into that shit.
Exactly. And then there are a lot of women who put a lot of work into looking very natural, in that look, and men have no idea that there's a lot of work into being very natural. And but I just, it is a double standard that men expect that and we don't expect that of men. But I think that if you are looking for a man who, I mean, it's a list, Susie. You're looking for a man who's attractive, who's funny, who's charming, who's humorous, who has a pretty decent salary and is only going up, not down, who's well dressed, who is got some kind of well curated small male skin care regime, who blah blah blah. I mean, for fuck's sake, this is a lot.
This is besides the money thing, because I don't think men care how much women make.
They don't care at all.
But this is the other thing. It's like everything you've said there, men care if women are doing it. Besides money, which is the hardest thing to do.
Yes.
But so we are expected. We are expected, women in a city environment, let's say more, and just women who are trying to date, who are trying to attract men, who are just trying to be a person in society, a top woman in society, let's say. We are expected to get our hair done, to have the best clothes, to get our nails done, to shave or wax or laser, and all of these things that cost so much money.
They do, yeah.
So much money.
They do,
and then we can't even expect them to do the minimum of washing your face, moisturizing, shaving your back, trimming your pubes.
No. I think we're going to have to train them.
What? I agree with the training part.
But I mean, if you exclude the men who are not doing this, and the list is going to be very small. It really is. And it's a double standard. I'm not saying, I'm going to say it again. It's a double standard. But I think that's the other thing, is there are so many double standards the other way too.
Like what?
And we have to do, you don't think there are double standards for what women...
No, I just want you to give me an example.
Oh, God, now you're putting me on the spot. Because I'm thinking about all the comments we've had about various things. This is a double standard. That a woman will often, if a man is giving her the ick, and he's not attractive, and he comes up to her and he's not attractive, then she'll be like, you give me the ick. If he is hot and comes up to her but is equally creepy in the way he talks to you, her attitude will become
if he's still creepy, I don't know.
Oh, I think it's very different. If you're good looking, it changes everything. If you're let's say relatively good looking versus big, fat, balding, creepy, sweating man, but you say the same thing, it's a double standard. The other double standard is, we talked about Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos, who I wouldn't say is a traditionally super attractive man, he's not my cup of tea.
Which I love.
But here's the double standard. He could date any body on the
He's
planet.
$1 billion.
Exactly. That's a double standard. It's like, so, and it's true that women are more interested in money. Men don't care.
Yeah.
Because even though that is insanely old-fashioned, we still expect the man to make more money. So even if you're making lots of money, you still expect the man to make even more, which is kind of insanely old-fashioned. But that is a double standard. Women want men who are better than them in terms of what they earn, where they are in society. They look up. Men don't do that. They look more at the physical. So, they're not really interested in how much money you have. I mean, there's that sort of it's sort of gone around urban myth about the woman who's the lawyer, and then the woman who's the hot kind of doesn't have a decent job. Who's the man going to go for? Well, the hot woman. I mean, he doesn't give a shit whether you're a lawyer. So what I'm saying to you is there are double standards on both sides, and that is one thing about modern women not accepting that there are so many double standards from their point of view as well. And this is where we disagree on this.
I just think it's the bare minimum. It's becoming the bare minimum, and because society is changing, and we're accepting men to.
But I think lots of men don't do it. I mean, some do,
right?
And but are you literally? Let's say you meet this great guy. Let's give you a scenario.
Okay,
Role play.
Love a scenario.
Okay. So you go to a bar that you do, like you had the situation, and you meet a guy, and he's the right age. So let's place him 38 to 45. I think that's the right age, right?
Yeah.
He's got a good job, right? And he's going places in life.
Yeah,
we'll put him in that category.
Great.
He presents well, but he's not like he's handsome or he's nice looking.
Yeah.
But he's not necessarily dressed great or everything's not perfect. But he's funny, he's charming, all those things tick. But he has dry skin. Are you actually telling me you're going to say no?
No, but I am going to fix that if I become.
But that's what I'm saying to you. You're going to fix it because that's what women do. Like my husband, he's not going to mind that I've said this, had not a lot of hair, but he's a hairy man, so I don't like it.
There's a little hair on the back.
It was actually quite minimal, but I'm not into the carpet back thing. So exactly, some women, but I take care of these things.
Right. But that's also only if your man is going to allow you to take care of that. As you're saying, your man has not allowed you to take care of all these little creamy things. Even if I know you don't say you don't care anyway.
No, it's not that. It's that I've pushed as much as I think is necessary. Believe me. If I thought it was really
You're picking your
important,
battles.
It would be happening. But it's like I know what's important. Like I know where the line is. So it's not important.
I think that's an interesting thing you brought up is women get the ick, right? Women get the ick so much easier than men do.
Oh my God, yeah.
And so, but it's like
about the most ridiculous things.
But it is like if this guy had dry skin at the bar and he was like, and I can see it.
It would give you the ick.
Would it give me, I don't know if it would, but would it give me the ick so much that I'd be like why? Like, and I'd be in my head about it, being like, why does he have dry skin? He looks so great. He can't take the one care of the one thing that is on his face.
Wow.
Drives me insane. Maybe that's just that's a personal thing for me.
Maybe
that's just a very personal thing because I'm very moisturized all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just don't want a man who does not take care of the face that you're putting forward into the world.
Yeah, but I just
and
think
now that I
line.
have had a man who has had a hair transplant, why am I going to settle for a bald man? If I know that this man did it.
What if it was Jeff Bezos?
What if well, obviously, like, you just never know.
You see?
Jeff Bezos.
It's a double standard. It's a double standard. It's like women are interested, and we have to be honest.
Yeah.
We are interested in money. We want them to be, yes, nice, kind, funny, blah, 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 but we want them to be supportive, masculine. I mean, there's another double standard. Now you've got me going.
Yeah, let's go.
There's a double standard in the world today that women are like, I want my man to be in touch with his feelings and to be emotional and all that stuff. Yet you want him to be masculine.
Yes.
Masculine men
I know,
are not in touch with their feelings. That's why they're masculine. It's just fucking stupid. And let me tell you, my husband is very masculine, very A-type.
Yes.
Very assertive. He's a lawyer. He's very... And it's taken me a long time to get him to be kind of more in touch with his feelings, right? And he's
Yeah.
done that for me, and I've had to get him to get there.
Right.
But he's a very masculine, very A-type, very assertive. See, I really can't talk. Get shit done kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to, myself as a woman, get a grip and realize he's not going to be, touchy me, whatever. He's just not. Otherwise, he's not going to be this hard-ass lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
How's he going to do that? It
No,
doesn't work. So, so that is a massive double standard. Now you've got me going. That you want really masculine men.
Yeah.
You want them to look masculine, to have their shit together, to be able to go out and grab the world and do shit. Yet you want them to be all feely and it's just
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's stupid. It's a double standard, and women are doing that. So you can't have it all. As I've said to you many times, Susie, can't have your cake and eat it.
No, I want it, Mel.
No, and the crumbs and the cake and the other
and
cake.
I want the girl popping out of it.
Exactly. You want all the cakes is what you want. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that. I think.
Oh, you agree.
Shit. I agree.
Shit.
Oh my god. There is. This is like a weird thing because it's like that is very much the man for you. I feel like you guys had like opposites have attracted in the best way possible with you two.
Yes, I would to not interrupt you. Just about
no,
us. I am a very feminine woman.
Yes.
In the sense that I've always been very connected to that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got nothing to do with the fact that I've always worked and all of that, but I'm very in touch with that and being a mother and all of that. And he is very masculine.
Yes.
So in a very old-fashioned way, it's worked very well.
Right.
And there are weird things like he cooks and I don't cook.
Right.
But I do all the other stuff. So,
well, yeah, you guys
we
have figured it
we've
out.
figured our thing out. But yes, but there is this thing, and that is a thing on Instagram, isn't it? That drives me nuts. Women going, I'm in my feminine energy. What the fuck?
But this is the thing.
What the fuck does that
it is.
mean?
Well, it is like you have to. I will tell you what this thing is.
Yes, I know what you're going to say. But
well, men who are masculine, but they don't have to be like, I hate the word alpha, but like in that like, broody kind of like, I don't give a fuck about feelings. Like I just want to
you're
be a
a
man.
bit of a dick. Yeah.
You're a fucking bit of a dick. Like, let's just be honest. But if those men who are still love women and they want to make their women feel good, it's kind of like the perfect balance. And like they don't have to like be emotional like women are emotional, but they have to be open to the fact that women are emotional and they have to listen to us
Ding,
sometimes.
ding, ding. That's exactly it.
Even when we're being irrational.
Ding. That's it.
Because
Ding, ding,
I
ding.
know that I love the dings.
That's absolutely
Men are
right.
logical. We know this.
Yeah.
Women are fucking emotional. We just are. We can't help it. We have to talk about every little thing. And you sometimes have to be that person that we talk to about our stupid little things that don't fucking matter very much.
Yes.
But we need you to be there for us. So that's all it means. It's like men are their masculine because they take care of things. We want them to take care of things. We want them to like be powerful and strong and like make us feel safe. The way they make us feel safe is they let us talk to them and they don't make us feel stupid or dumb or too emotional. And they allow women to be in their feminine, in their emotional state and in their nice, sexy, because like if you're making women too masculine, like if you're expecting your woman to do too much of like, you know, she has to work all day and then she has to clean the house and then she has to take care of the kids and she has to do all these things. And like, you're not taking care of one thing that makes her feel like some relief of some sort. Like get her a fucking cleaning lady once a week. Imagine the amount of more time that she will get to think about you and how to please you and how to be sexy for you. If you just like allow her to kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went off there.
No, I mean, look, I could go on for hours about this. I mean, yeah, I don't know how you want me. How do you want me to respond?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
No, look, for me personally, my marriage works. We're talking about me. This is becoming a bit narcissistic because I take care of a lot of shit.
Yes.
I work, but that's my choice. My husband has always said,
you also like to work.
I like working.
You like working.
I like working. I like feeling productive. I have 2 daughters. I like having a positive role model for them.
Mhm.
I like having money that I've made.
Mhm.
That's who I am. And I have no judgment to anybody else. That's just me. But for me, the number one thing is being a wife and a mother.
Mhm.
That's the most important thing in the world to me. If everything else goes to shit in a hand bucket,
Mhm.
it's just my children, my husband, you know.
Mm.
But I take care of all things to do really with the children.
But here's the thing, you don't cook.
But I don't cook.
So this is the one thing. It's like, let's say you hated.
Well, I have cooked. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
a bit
no,
of
but it's
I
different.
don't.
It's like
I
he makes the meals of the
yes,
household.
yes,
And that's something that is like, let's say, because I hate cleaning, I will
Yeah.
admit that.
Yeah.
I'm a messy person. I'm not like a dirty person, but I'm a messy person. If I was with a guy and he was like, babe, I know you fucking hate cleaning. I'm gonna get you a cleaning lady. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get us a cleaning lady
Yeah.
for the week.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep tidy and she'll do the cleaning. You don't have to worry about that. It's something you hate.
Yeah.
It's just like Max
I agree with you.
cooking
You-
for
you-
the family, cooking for you.
Yeah, you play to your skills. So, like in that case, there's a little like too much information about me. When my kids were young
Mm.
and Max were traveling all the time, of course I did cook. I cooked.
Yeah,
but
you're
I'm
not
not
like an idiot.
No, I'm not a total. No, sorry, I'll take that word back. I was going to say very unwoke, but I don't enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
I don't find it relaxing. I don't like it, and my husband finds it very relaxing, very easy, very creative. He feels that his work situation is not creative because he's an entrepreneur and a lawyer, but this is creative, so that's his shtick, and I don't find it anything. I don't look in the fridge and go, oh, there's a meal. I see there's a piece of cheese and there's an egg. That's all I see. That's it. I don't see anything.
Right.
But everything else, like he's not put on the washing machine for the entire time I've known him.
Right.
He
and
hasn't
that's okay.
ironed a shirt. He, like, we were talking about, my girl's going to university. He has no idea what was on the list. I mean, what do you mean? Like, what is a plastic hook? He wouldn't know what you were talking about.
Right.
Like, or what is a what do you mean a laundry bin? Like, what? I don't know. He has no idea.
Right.
He just turned up. Great, that was it. That works well for us. But the point I'm making is we both put a lot into it.
Absolutely.
There's nobody slacking off here.
Right.
We're putting in a lot of energy, focus, effort, and getting on with it. And neither person needs to be told, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that. So it works. And because we've been together long enough, we're playing to our skills. And yeah, I've lost the train of thought.
No, that's okay. I think it's just it's the feminine, and the masculine.
Yeah. And so going back to that, sorry,
and even just like being in the right energy.
Yeah. So my energy is very feminine.
Yeah.
So people have asked me, how do I know what to? Because I didn't have a particularly good childhood. I don't have a good relationship with my parents. How do I know how to mother? It's just to me, it's innate. I know what to do. I don't know. I just know what to do.
Yeah.
I feel it. It's an energy within me, and that might sound very like weird, but it just is. And some people don't feel that, and that's fine. But this thing, I know a lot of women talk about this thing. It's like a big thing on sort of Instagram, TikTok. I have to work to be in my feminine energy, which I do find kind of ridiculous. But I do understand that women feel, which I don't think is necessarily right, that when they go into the workplace or they go into particularly work situations, they have to kind of take on this almost masculine persona, because if they don't do it, they won't succeed and they won't be taken seriously, and so on and so forth.
I think that is like somewhat correct.
I think there's an element of truth to that. I've never actually really been like that. But I'm just me.
Yeah.
I'm not like a version. I'm just me in a work situation. I don't I'm not in a masculine energy. I'm just in my work energy, I suppose. But I think
But if you're in a masculine environment, let's say you're in finance.
I've always worked in masculine environments.
Yeah.
I've always worked almost exclusively with men.
Yeah.
Because if you are and that's another double standard, if even today you're in very kind of where I sort of work, entrepreneurial kind of environment, small, medium-sized kind of businesses, they're men. Mostly the founders are men, almost exclusively the men who raise the ones who raise the money, who they're men. It's a very male environment, and I, mostly have always worked with men.
Well, it is weird, and so this is sort of going off topic now.
Yeah.
But the women who I have worked for, or I know that are more in their masculine energy, sometimes like they can be very off-putting.
Very.
You can tell, like you can see this, like, it's like I don't even want to call it like a bitch, but like you're being brutish or something. Like you're trying to like overpower me in my feminine.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very feminine woman
Yeah.
like yourself.
Yeah.
And like it's like you don't fucking do that. Like you can succeed as a woman being a woman.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a man.
Yeah.
Like men like us because we're not men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like it's an interesting, it's a weird thing, but I think it's a learned behavior though from women who are in the workforce.
Yeah, and I think it depends what kind of job you're in.
Yeah.
That for sure. But yeah, it is a learned behavior. 100%.
Like women
Excuse me.
who are like sort of like that, who are kind of in this like overpowering state, are much more like unpleasant to be around, but like from the male perspective and the female perspective.
Yeah.
That I've actually witnessed.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true. But I think it goes back to this thing where, men are kind of the same person all the time, and
Yeah,
they,
because they don't fucking
they don't have to
care.
go, well, they don't need to
They don't
go into, and,
exactly. Which is that a problem?
well, I think it just goes back to this concept of, traditional roles and all that kind of stuff is that, and that we are in this space of being very confused because women have been told for the last, since I guess the 70s that you can be everything. You can be Superwoman.
Mhm.
You can be an amazing mother, amazing wife, amazing lover, amazing
Oh.
job, amazing everything. And it's actually not true.
Mhm.
It is extremely difficult. You have a million different plates and you are a million different things to different people.
Mhm.
And it's very difficult to manage that. And we are in this, there's a great quote, and I've said it before it's from a British journalist who's about my age. And she said, somebody asked her, can women have it all?
Right.
And she said, yes, but not all at the same time.
Right.
So what she meant was, when your children are young, you're like focusing more on mothering, and then it's very hard to do all the things all at the same time. And that's not what society's told us.
Mhm.
They've told us, yeah, you can work in a corporate job from 7 to 7, have 4 children, have a husband, blah, cook amazing meals, be dressed in fabulous designer gear, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
You can't, because there are 24 hours in a day. And you're going to have to pick and choose at certain points in your life. You are going to have to. And I don't think men have to do that in the same way. To be fair.
Well, no, because their brain works completely differently than ours.
But they don't have to because they don't have children. They don't have
Right.
babies physically.
Right.
I mean, on the flip side, it's not fair that many men have to, leave the home and they don't see their children because they're working a lot and they would like to see their children, but it's difficult, because they're at work all the time. So it's not fair on either way. But I mean, there's just, I guess in the modern world, this goes when we started talking about self-care, is that we are negating like a lot of things that are actually like real. Like we've just created all these standards and all these ideas that I'm not sure are helping anybody, are they?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We have such high expectations.
Well, see, that's the problem.
And you actually used this word earlier where you said that your friends feel they deserve it. Where does that come from?
Right.
Like, deserve what? Like, it's like an ad. I mean, wasn't that a L'Oreal ad for hair? Like, because you deserve it.
Because you're worth it.
They're worth it, yeah. Look, where has that idea come from?
Right.
Why do you think, and we do, young women particularly, why do you feel just because you are a young woman that you deserve it or you're worth it? Why? Based on what? Like
Instagram?
Exactly. Like you do if you work hard and you're pushing with life and you're trying and you're working on all the areas of your life and you're a great person and you're invested in your future and blah blah blah. Yeah, maybe you do deserve it, but you don't deserve it just on, I am a 30-year-old, 27-year-old woman,
Yeah.
so I deserve the world. Who said?
Yeah.
Where does that come from? And really, good fucking luck. If that's what you think, I honestly am telling you, good luck. If you think on
So
the
funny.
basis of being a woman,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm a young woman in the Western world under the age of 35. I deserve it. Deserve what?
Yeah.
You don't deserve anything. You have to go out and get it. You have to go
Yeah.
out and work on it. You have to go and deserve. You don't just deserve it because I am,
Yeah.
i.e., I. And I think that's a belief. And like you just said it with your friends, and I'm like, they're all gonna hate me now, but it's true.
No, I think
It's
women just need to have a little bit of a reality check, but so do men.
They do.
So do
yes,
men.
because every man is not going to be married to or dating who's hot at the moment. I don't know. I never know these.
Fucking no women are hot right now. I don't know. Men help us. Like Megan Fox, but she's not really that
but
hot
she's
anymore.
even
You know what I mean?
she's a bit old, isn't she?
Well, yeah, but she's like, she was really hot.
She was really hot, but then she had too much. So she had too much.
Yeah,
done
it's the
to
whole
herself.
problem. See, that's also the problem, Mel.
Yes,
Too much of a good thing is too much.
we have to do a whole episode on that because
it's too much
for men and women.
Exactly.
There is a line where
too
everyone
much grooming is too much.
Yeah, but also this thing about aging gracefully, and I really am going off track, is like you do something to enhance, but you cannot turn the clock back.
No.
And there is absolutely no point trying, if you're 50 or 45-year-old woman, trying to look 25 or trying to look 30 like you.
I actually
It's
feel like I look
stupidity.
the hottest I've ever. Maybe it's just the feeling. It's the energy.
It's the energy.
Because
it's 100%.
I at 30 feel way hotter than I was at like 22, even though I probably wasn't. But like I'm probably not. But like I might be.
Yeah, but
it's the energy.
It's your energy. That's what's important to you at the moment. To me, it's more. It's not that, because that would be ridiculous to think that. But but I just feel completely.
You're a MILF.
Thank you. But I feel at peace. I'm happy. I have my life. I've got my. I'm fine. Whatever you can think.
It's
whatever.
An
Addiction.
It can be an addiction.
Hot.
No.
Yeah.
To
the stuff. Yeah.
The stuff.
And there's a point.
And that could be a thing for men and women. Right?
Yeah.
Like
and
they get addicted to like looking better. In quotations.
You have
they
to
did before.
Well, it's a bit like gambling. You have to know when to stop. Like when you start winning and gambling.
No one to hold them. And no one to fold them.
Exactly. Very good.
Thank you.
When you gamble, no one you've won.
Johnny
Stop.
Cash, isn't it? I hope it is.
Suppose something like that. Then stop. It's a bit like you've had a bit of Botox, look a bit, take the wrinkles, but then just stop with all the other shit. And there's plenty of people who would disagree with me, and I'm like, and I'm going to say this now.
Say it.
I've never seen somebody who's had a facelift who doesn't look a little odd.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of women with facelifts. And I've never, ever seen one, other than Kris Jenner, to be fair, and I don't know her personally, because she's had a $150,000 facelift. I mean, wow.
$150,000?
Again, I'm listening to TikTok.
God.
But anyway, it's very expensive. But even then, and we don't see her up we really have gone on track, but you don't see her up close and personal.
Yes.
God, I'm sorry. I really, it's
we're going to end this soon anyways.
But, does her face match her neck? I doubt it.
Well, right.
It looks good on photos.
Look, you have to do
on TikTok with a filter, with a blah. In real life, when you stand next to her, what does it look like?
When you're in bed and she has all her makeup off.
Yeah, what is it like?
What is it like? You gotta do.
Can you take a picture?
You gotta do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, get that hair transplant for you. Get the Botox,
but that's
ladies.
what I said
for you.
Now you're agreeing with me.
No.
Anyway, I think we have to go now.
Yeah, we have to go now. Sorry, Mel. I can't talk about this anymore. All right, guys. Well, what do you guys think about this? It's a very obviously hot topic. Apparently, we couldn't shut the fuck up about it. What do you guys think? Do you think that men should be, should we expect a little bit more from the men of the world on the self-care wise? Or is it just how it is? And women just have to have their nails and everything else done. And men just gotta get away with being rich.
Yeah, they've got tons of money because they have to go to Sephora.
Just be like Jeff Bezos and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Pretty much.
Anyways, babes, it's
Yeah.
been a pleasure. As
Pleasure.
always, you guys can go to Share My Truth Pod if you guys have any DMs. All of our socials, Share My Truth Pod. DM us about your thoughts on this topic. Also, you can go to sharemytruth.com, or you can send us a voicemail or an email about it. We'd love to hear your stories. We can't wait to chat with you next time. Until next time.
Thanks so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast and follow us on social at Sharing My Truth Pod, and leave us a voicemail on our website, sharingmytruth.com, to share your stories and experiences with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.